And welcome back to Two Wheels. We're discussing an absolutely thrilling Moto GP sprint on the Saturday. And I tell you what, if the race is going to be any more exciting or even equal to the excitement that we had, it's absolutely going to have to go some. With congratulations to Jorge Martin. Yes, Jorge Martin back on top, not only on top of the sprint, on top of the world, as in the Moto GP World Championship. More on that in a second. But what absolutely amazes me, look, okay, Martin, we've gone from this in April 2025 to this. It's just brilliant, isn't it? March 2026. Only just March. Absolute congratulations, Jorge Martin. Looking at the sprint top 9, we've got Jorge Martin in first. Pecco Bagnaia in second, who was so close to winning it. One less lap, and he most certainly would have done. Bastianini in third, and Marquez, Marini, O'Gara, Fernandez, Acosta, Zarco. That is your top 9 for the Moto GP sprint race. If you want more, we've got in 10th. Oh, God, how do you pronounce his name? Aldiger. I'm so sorry. I'm probably really bad at pronouncing some of their names. Quattara in 11th. Bidner in 12th. Morbidelli in 13th. Jack Miller in 14th. Not too bad considering he started last. Lots of people ended up going out, didn't they? If you watched it. If you haven't, I suggest really watch those highlights. Alex Rins, 16th. Last of the runners, albeit a lap down. Yes. Marquez, the man that caused a little crash, and which we'll most certainly get into. Bezzecchi, I know, shock horror. No, it wasn't the Thailand sprint, it was the American sprint, and he still made a mistake. The Topak is out as well, and yeah, it's just a bit depressing, really, isn't it? Guanatara out and Diego out as well. So moving on from that, back in the lead is Jorge Martin in the Moto GP Championship. As you can see, this is currently the rider standings with 57 points. It is the Aprilia of Jorge Martin on top of the world. Bezzecchi in second, albeit by just that 1 point. Acosta now third. I want to say Guantanamo, let's just call him Fabio because I'm going to get my things middle up. In fourth, 20 points, but 8 points now separates the top 3 in the MotoGP standings. Absolutely insane. It's really cool. I just want to show this again, why giving up is never going to be an option. But let's get into this. This is the gift that MotoGP put out, and this is the lead of the race. That last lap overtake, he absolutely sent it, didn't he? It was so close. Down the same corner. I think is that the same corner? Is that the same corner that Marquez had the issue? We'll check it out in a second. I did watch the race. I'm just trying to remember. I think it may have been. So moving on from this is it. This is Marc Marquez doing his whoops-a-daisy. A man that is normally so dominant in the United States. And as you can see, Marc Marquez is there. He's trying to pass Fabio the pole sitter, who, let's be fair, didn't get the best of start. But a couple of corners before, Fabio absolutely mugged Marquez off. And then this happened. As you can see, Marc Marquez, we know, one of the best guys on the brakes, one of the deepest brakers. It's hard to outbrake Marc Marquez. And at this point, Fabio's like, oh my God, I'm going to have to give him the corner. And he gives him the corner, moves out the way. One of the things that Marc Marquez is we can be critical of is sometimes he's a bit too aggressive. Sometimes he's like, I'm coming through like a steam train, like, you know, wrecking ball style, whatever, get out of the way or we're going to have a crash. But this time Fabio was like, okay, let's get out of the way. And yeah, it was just too fast. And Marquez slid, and then really sadly, Fabio had nowhere to go, no time. He tried, it was too late, and then both of their races were absolutely ruined. Yeah, quite upsetting really for most. So Marc Marquez has been handed a long lap penalty for tomorrow's race. This is due to obviously Fabio's crash, and this was in the media centre. Apparently, not a particularly cordial encounter. As you can see here, it's all looks a bit tense, doesn't it? Oh, look at that. Yeah. Oh well. But to be fair, this is what Marc Marquez said in an interview afterwards. Well, wait there. I don't think you better hear it, so what I'm going to do is, I think hearing it could be a bit of an option, so I'm just going to turn off, let's just turn off the music there. Okay, let's try that again, shall we?
that on 12 I didn't evaluate well and I didn't calculate well the slipstream of 3 bikes. And then when I start to brake on turn 3, in one moment slide the rear, but then I start to lock the front, and I try to find a way to escape.
I mean, he's been quite honest, to be fair. You can't really argue with that at all.
From that situation, but offside was impossible. Then I tried to jump in and turn upside of the track. But yeah, when I was in the apex, that is that small change of banking, I lose the front, and unfortunately another rider crashed with me.
Fair enough.
I don't know the penalty, but I need to have some penalty.
I mean, yeah. What can you? I mean, he has his critics, doesn't he? Can't say fairer than that. At least he's being straight in the press conference. Absolutely. Also, another penalty for Perdo. Acosta gets an 8-second penalty for breaching tyre pressure regulations. He was third, drops him to 9th. And Bastianini now inherits what is going to be a sprint podium. And last but not least, Jorge Martin crashing on the celebration run. Whoops. What more can you say about that? One more. Absolutely one more. But anyway, that's pretty much it. If you did make it to the end, then give us a big, please consider giving us a subscribe. That will at least make me extremely happy. But until then, we will no doubt be speaking about the race at some point as well. Thank you very much. Stay safe.